Hello. Hello. How are you? Welcome to Beavis Crafty Corner. I'm Bima, better known as Els, and we are finishing up our Steampunk album journal. It is an album, a scrapbook album, photo album, that we are turning into a journal. So first off, it has all of these little flaps in here. These are pages, but we call them fins. And we went through yesterday and kind of filled them all up and did some things. And today we are going to be stitching in our signatures. So, hello, Miss Arlene. Ow, I just knocked my knee. It's your fault. All right. So let's get I think we're gonna use apricot on this. Waxed linen thread. We need a needle. Do I have one up here? I don't. All right, we're gonna go in the jar. Because we need a needle. There it is. Got it. It was in there. I just had to get it. I need to fish it out. Okay. So it's hotter than Hades out here right now. All right. What else do we need? We need signatures. Harry, why are you always like right where I need to be? Get down. Go on, thank you. Okay. And the other part of this we're going to need is our template. All right. So we took our template and we used it to put our holes in each section. And so we're going to use this template to poke holes in our signatures before we put them in. So, pokey board, page. Hello, Miss Mari. And a signature. So this is signature A. We do keep these marked throughout the process here so that we know what we're looking at. Normally, I would tell you to do as I say and not as I do, but today I'm going to say as I say and say as I do. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is go in here and make sure that all the pages are where I want them, that they're not, there's no short pages that are out of alignment. And then this is crucial to this whole thing. We're going to put this in, and it is larger than our signature. So let's clip our signature together. There. And this is longer than our signature. So we're going to find our midpoint so that we have an even amount top and bottom. And we're just going to fold this over. We're going to draw some lines. with a pen that works. Yeah. Both sides. Now, why are we doing this? Because we want all of our signatures to be level. So wherever we place this for the first signature is where we want to make sure that it gets placed for all of the subsequent signatures. All right, so clamping the pages together. This is so that they don't shift. All right. Now we're going to put in our holes, following where we already have our holes in our template. Then this is going to get stitched in. Sleepy, wake up. No sleepies. All right. Let's actually get that through the hole. There we go. And then we're going to bring in our journal. So this is our A. This is A. Start in the middle. So why do I put that on there? I put that on there because it's going to keep me from pulling the thread all the way through. If you know me, that was way too easy. All right. Now, we're going to take this thread and go underneath this stitch. And now we're going to use the strings to pull against each other, not the That's one. Why didn't your Wednesday end well? What happened? All right, we're going to move the book and we're going to get out B. Again, I'm going to check to make sure that everything is in the position that I want it in. Things like this, we want to make sure that it doesn't have any issues. You know, it doesn't catch on anything. See that? That's it. That's going to be a problem. Okay. Fixed it. All right. Now B. You see how that line moves along because I put it all the way? All right. We're going to clip these together. There's a pin in there. We're going to have to take a look at that. See what that's about. And then poke some holes. Your Wednesday didn't end yet? Okay. So you're still awake. Isn't it good, Mama? You know you're supposed to get rest. My sugar decided to do a thing last night. When I went to bed last night, my sugar was... I took a pill before I went to bed, but before I decided to go to bed last night, my sugar went to 256. All right, now making sure that this is in the right direction. So you don't want to stitch your signature in upside down. It has happened. We don't want that to happen. But it's been known to happen. Now, I went down with the last one, so I'm going to go up on this one. Do these people not understand that you have to get sleep at some point in your life? Woman. I hope it all worked out, honey. I told you that first one was too easy. This one was going to give me hell. think I'm hairy. I'm just going to knock everything over. Good. Would you please just go under the thread? Thank you. All right. Oh, wow. What did we miss here? I don't know. There's a pin in it, but I don't really see a problem. Huh. Okay, well, I don't see a problem. C. We're moving on to C. Ooh. And let's get signature C out. C. Again, checking pages. This is just making sure that everything moves the way we want it to. That nothing gets caught up on anything else. Okay. So there's our midpoint. C. Flipping everything together. Put this in. Line up our lines. Right there. And hoopy de wool. Okay, string. See. I have to tell you, sewing these together is probably the hardest journals I have to stitch because of the way they're laid out. You know, they have all the extra stuff and it just makes it very difficult to get in here. Okay, we'll do this the other way. Ha ha ha. I win. I don't know why. It's just this one hole. Yeah. Likes to be difficult. All right. And then get that out of the way. Going back down to this one. And back up to this one. Turning the book. So when I do that and I peek down in there, I can see light coming through the hole. And it makes my life a little easier. Go into the light. All right. The last stitch on this signature. Are you going to give me crap? Of course you are. And we're through. Whew. That was difficult. Why do I use wax thread? I use wax thread because when you're tying it together, the friction actually melts the wax and helps to seal the knot. Last one. This is D. D. Book out of way. This is a chunker. Okay. This is D. This is the signature I did off camera. Might need still a little bit of work. I'm not sure. So we'll go with it for now, and then when we finish up the final of the book, we'll look at it. Okay. Again, making sure that at the top. I'm going to take my allergy pills because I could already feel my sinuses starting to fill. So, I'll grab my allergy pill. And my Excedrin. Where is everybody this morning? It is a lovely journal. It's huge. It's a honker, though. Honker. Exactly. Set your times. I want to help you. However, I have to respect my own personal health and well-being. We get to an age where we're not Superwoman anymore. Now, that doesn't mean that my daughter can't call me at 4 o'clock in the morning and tell me that there's something wrong with my grandkids. I'm out the door, you know. If Shay calls me and goes, I'm done. I'm gone. All right, so we're checking placement. This one's good. There. Let's see. We don't have a lot of short pages in this one. We did a lot of long pages because of the context, you know, the content that we're putting in. So right now, I'm just kind of looking to make sure that everything's good. We have that one short page. Just want to check that here. That's good. Okay. So for this one, I am going to pull this out because it's going to be in my way otherwise. Okay. Big clippity clippity. Big clippity clippity. All right. Now, putting this in, making sure that I'm on line D, that it's in here, and that it's where I want it to be. There. Okay. Poking some holes. Poking some holes. Okay. Poking some holes. Bringing back in our journal. Making sure everything's going in the right direction. Down. Down. Get a clip. There. Here. Ooh. I did not clip that very securely. All right, this one goes up because the last one went down. Let me turn the book in the direction that I need it to be so that I can see. Okay. Up. Into the hole. In the hole. In the hole. Hole. Ooh. Boy, that was stubborn. Down. Down. Down, down, down. I cheat. I use the mat to pull it through so I have a third set of hands. You know? Back up. Back down. In. Oh, I gotta turn the journal. Oh, clip that. Come around this side. All right, we are coming through. Uh-oh, I missed a page. Or two. I went through, but it didn't go. I missed a page. Down. In the hole. And in the hole. I think it's just this one page I'm missing. Nope, it's more than one. See, I knew it. There's always one signature that gives me crap. Somebody asked me if they made a journal and sent it to me, would I stitch it for them? I was like, are you insane? I hate stitching my own damn journals. Are you cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? All right. Pulling against each other and not on stitching. And catch all the crap that you put in there. By signature number 4, your fingers are totally covered in wax. And everything slides. Okay. Let's put this back in. Ladies, she's a honker. She is a honker. All right, let's see what she makes. Good Lord. She literally lives up to that 3-inch spine. Okay. All right. Any guesses? Or I put her on here. 1.5 pounds, Mari says. What do you think, Arlene? You've seen my chunky journals. What do you think this one weighs? $2.29. She's at 2.29. Oh yeah. And I haven't even finished yet because we don't have cover on it or closure or anything. 2.2. She's gonna be a 3-pounder. Oh damn! I've had chicken smaller than that. All right, so now we have to figure out the front cover and we have to figure out a closure. And I just feel that the closure should probably go all the way around because she's big. She is mighty, mighty. All right. So we're going to put some lace here. We still have the inside covers to do. Oh my God. Yeah, she needs closure. I don't know what we're going to do for a closure though. So, well, yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna think about it, and yeah. All right, so let's pick some lace for her. I definitely think the lace is supposed to be black, so that will reduce some of our issue. Some black here. I'm just going to add some blacks and we'll take a look. Black, 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 black. Black. And black. I'm pretty sure that's all the black. I try to keep it, you know, pretty close together in there, so. All right. This is the first one we have. I don't think we have enough to do. I'll have to see if there's any more in a bag. But we have this one. Eh. We have this one, which we could actually do way back here. Kind of like the cathedral. We'll keep that one. I don't know. We have this one. Now this one's elastic, but it does have that cute, fun little ruffle. No, cute, fun little ruffle is not what I'm thinking for this. I've already looked at that one. That one's blue. All right, let's take a look at this. I probably don't have enough of this, but I know where I can get it. Oh, I do have enough. Okay. I just don't think the sequins go with the steampunk theme. What do you guys think? It is beautiful. All right, we'll put that one with the wedding lace. This one is blue. All right, let's see what we got here. So this is another wedding lace, but it's not as big as that last one. I kind of like this one. All right, let's put this one with the other wedding lace. Let's see. We're narrowing it down. We're going through all the lace, and we're going to narrow it down to these last ones. You know, whatever we have left. Okay, then we have this one, which I like to call coffin lace. I don't know why. It reminds me of a coffin. That little ruffle type thing on the coffin. But I think it just looks like a black strip on there. I don't think it, you know, it doesn't really have enough bouge. All right, let's see. So we'll put that one away for now. This is blue and this is blue, so those are absolute no's. This one, very small. This is a very thin ribbon lace thing. It has its place. I just don't think it's here. Although I'm not entirely sold on that idea. All right. We'll put that with the other ones that we like. All right. Then we have this one, which is sort of between the frilly one that we had, and the coffin lace. It's kind of a cross between. No. Instantly, that's a no. Okay. Let's take a look. This one. This one's new. I haven't even carded it yet. Ah, this is a knit. I don't know. I think I like the wider ones. I think so far the ones I really like are the wider ones. All right, so that's a no. No. I have one more wide one up there. me look. This is thin. Probably not going to like it. Nope. Don't like that one either. Sorry about the arm, guys. I have another one up here. It's another cathedral lace. I don't know if we've already seen this or not. I don't think so. All right. Yeah, the bigger wedding laces I think are better here. All right, so we have this one. All right, so we have 3 choices on the cathedral laces. So there's this one. And it doesn't say steampunk to me. This one says more like Art Deco. So we'll put that to the side. Then we have the first one. Let's put the right side up, shall we? There we go. So there's this one, which I think is a little too, I don't know. And this one. Kind of leaning towards this one, guys. All right. So let's go again. So we have this one. Which I really think is too Art Deco. Okay, it's too Art Deco. So that leaves us these 2. There's this one, which is very busy. Or this one. You like this one, Arlene? Okay. So now let's take a look at what I'm thinking about putting on the front here. I don't have this cut out in black, so I'm just going to work with what I've got right now, which is gray. I can use this, or I have that really big hot air balloon that's all mechanical. I think this one looks like gears. Okay. I can go with that. this one, which I think we have just enough of to do it. This one, put it in there for now. Move that over here. Let's get these all put away. Okay. The black ones all go in this corner. So let's get them in there. Blue goes over here. Blue, blue, blue. Yes, over there. I got a white one trying to slide in there. So these are all the colors on this side. And then over here is all of the whites and the blacks on this side. A lot more white and black than there is anything else. But I try to keep them semi-separate so that, you know, I can find the colors I'm looking for. That's got to be organized again. It's a mess. I got that on one of my lace buys down in Arizona. And I am all out of it other than that piece. But if you would like some, next time I go, I will try to remember to grab you some. I will try to remember to grab you some the next time I go down. I'm going to put it on my pad. Where's my pad? Here's my pad. Okay, I have written myself a note. All right, so I got to get this stupid die to work. It does not work. So we're going to try taking it off of here. There's that one. This one. This one. This one. This one, and this one. So this is the one that I want. And it's been nothing but a pain in the booty trying to get it to cut. I have literally tried to cut this out of 4 different types of paper on 3 different machines, with and without wedges, shims, and I'm going to try it on a heavier weight paper. I don't know why, but sometimes that works. But in the meantime, let me get all these tabs off of here. That one's over there. This one. That one. That one, and that one is clean. Okay. Arlene's on the list. All right, so let's try cutting it out of a heavier paper. Okay, let's try that. Yes, maybe. Okay, we're going to try it. You never know. See, these don't belong on here. Hold on. Get all these off. Okay. So I'm going to get this out of the way for the moment. Let's try this. I'm going to try and cut this out of some heavier cardstock. Okay. So this is 80 pound. I've been trying to cut it out of 65 and it hasn't been working. So this is 80 pound. It's not anywhere near 110, you know. It's thick, but it isn't, oh my God. All right. Yeah, I've tried shimming it. I tried cutting it on my my magic mat. We're going to try this. Let's see if we can get it to clean up. Because that's the problem. I have not been able to get it clean. Well, it came out. That's a bonus. Grab a pokey tool. Let's start poking this stuff out of here. Okay, so far this is not coming out. Come on. Come on, you can do it. There we go. That part is out. All right, let's get this puppy out of here, shall we? Come on, don't tear. Do not tear. Okay. Now let's see if we can get it cleaned up. Get this out. Come on, come out of there. There you go. And now the pain in the butt. Pieces here. Here. All right, I got most of it cleaned out. And I do want to piece this together, so I think I'm going to be doing that tomorrow. I know. It's just, wow. Now let's try the other piece. This one. I've had a really hard time with this piece right here, trying to get that section out. So we're going to try that one on the heavier cardstock and see if it works. And if it does, hallelujah, because I purposely got this die to be the front cover for this thing. And if it doesn't work, then I have to figure it all out again, like what I want to do. So We're going to cut these two. These are the other two big pieces. The little ones all cut perfect. No problem. Which is good because some of these, like this one, see how this like goes on here? I'm going to be piecing this together using some of the littler dies to make parts for the big pieces. Oh my God. That's one. And back. We did the other one twice, right? And it worked. Two. It's actually getting easier, so I'm thinking that maybe it's cutting. All right. Okay, let's see how we're doing. All right, this is a bad sign because this is how this happens every time. All right, let's see if I can get it out of here. I'm not putting a lot of pressure on it, just giving little wiggles. All right, let's see if we can get this cleared. Okay, where's the die? There it is. Now, I don't know why this works, but it does most of the time. I'm going to run this through the little one. Hi, Marie! It's the epic battle of the die cut here. All right, let's see. Okay. All right, let's see. There's like all these little fussy holes over here. That's where I'm having the problem. Fussy spot, fussy spot, fussy spot. Running it through the little one seems to help. I don't know. Something about the dynamics of the little machine. All right, let's see. Holy crap. I got it out. There's like one little piece right there that doesn't want to come off. You know what? There we go. I got it. Look, I got it. Yay. All right, that's two. Let's see if we can get this one off. All right, note to self, run this piece, this one, through the little one. Heavier cardstock through the littler machine. Here we go. Yep, this one does the same thing. Does not want to come apart. So I'm going to press it back in here. Put it on here. Put the chop on it. Run it through the little machine. I don't know if it has to do with the PSI on this versus the big machine. I don't know. But for whatever reason, it seems like things cut better on the little one.
Hello, please leave a message after the tone. Hello, locator. Second Chance Division calling on a recorded line. Can you confirm I am speaking with Cindy? Okay, thank you so much for your time.
Denise, huh? Many, many years ago, when I moved to Vegas, I bought a house, and I bought it by taking over somebody else's loan. They didn't want to live there anymore, couldn't afford the mortgage, so I basically bought out their mortgage, and I was making their payments. Well, they have subsequently gone to prison, from what I understand, and have been in and out of prison with bad behavior related convictions. And they have been calling us. They call me and they call Hubbard. Every couple of months, we get a phone call from some debt collector leaving a message for them on our cell phones. Still haven't quite figured out how they got our cell phone numbers. But for some reason, because we were buying the house and we took over the loan, we're connected to them in some way. And so they've started calling us, and they call us all the time. And we're constantly telling them, as far as I know, she's still in prison. We don't know them. We bought a house, took over payments on a loan from them, but we don't know them. Hi, Michelle. Why do you go have to get an MRI? Yeah, I know. It means I'm going to tear it. But I did manage to get them all cut, which tells me use heavier cardstock, more patience, and put it through the small machine. Because I'm thinking that these are going to be the perfect cover, with the lace. And then I have these pieces here that I'm going to use to kind of, you'll see. I'm going to piece some pieces together. So, yay! Okay. Sorry. ASL excitement. get some ASL excitement going. Now I do have other pieces. Actually, this one that's like a corset, which I thought was kind of cute. So I do have some other pieces. These are also new. I haven't cut them yet. Let's cut them and see if they freaking cut while we're here. Oh, God. She's a fatty. She needs to go on a diet. She does. Ha! Got it. All right. So we'll just get a piece of paper. It doesn't really matter. I got this piece over here. Left over from some project. Oy, 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 oy. All right, so we haven't cut this one yet, so let's try it. Oh, damn. Ah. Ugh. Okay. All right, that's a little easier. I like to say if it goes through the second time and it's easier, it's doing something. Dang. Okay. That just started falling out all over the place. Here we go. All right, let's put this away. Well, not away, but back down here on the floor. It's out of my way. All right. Oh, see, now this one's breezy. Look at that. I mean, obviously you have to pull these little pieces, you know, because the little ones are always, they hang in. But now that was regular 65-pound cardstock with this one. So that came right out too. Amaze balls. Oh God, who did I get that? Jennifer. Jennifer says that. Amaze balls. All right, that one's clean. That one's clean. That one's clean. That's the center or something, I'm sure, but it's kind of cool, so we'll keep it. Look at that. That one's good. Oh, I like that one. I don't have anything like that there. Okay, get this one and that one. That one's clean. Okay, this one's good. This one's clean. Look at that. Totally clean. Look at this one. It had 4 little dots. There. Now it has 4 little dots. All right, what else? Okay, so I'm going to clean this one. I don't even have to use the pokey tool, just running my fingernail over it, put a little pressure on it. They seem to be falling right out. I love when a die comes out. Aren't that easy? Look at this little guy. Isn't he cute? We're going to cut him out of black because I think he'll work with that stuff. What do we got here? Just a round circle. Okay, it's part of this piece. Look, ran my nail over it and it's clean. Holy crap. Then there's this thing. I don't know what this is supposed to be for. Maybe it's supposed to be some kind of rail. I don't know. He was up here earlier. Hey, Howie. Howie? Yeah, come here. Come here and say hi to the ladies. People are asking about your furry little butt. Come on. Come on. Come up and say hello. You gonna come up, say hi? Come here. Come here. Did I wake you up? Was you napping? You was napping? Hi, Shelby. Hi, Shelby. Go and say hi. Go and say hi, Miss Maureen. Looking for you. Say hi. Say hi, ladies. I was here. Put that down. Nobody wants to see it. Okay. All right. Kitty scratcher. Kitty scratcher. Yeah, that's your friend, the kitty scratcher. Where's your brush? I don't know, baby. I think it disappeared. We're going to get you a new one. I bet you the doggies ate it. They eat everything. They do. They do. They do. Wait. I found it. I got it. Okay, come lay down. Come lay down. Down. Lay down. There you go. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. Okay. Yeah. There you go. Is that better? Yeah. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. I told you I had it. I just had to find it. I knew I had it. Yes, you are. You're an ornery little furball, but you're my furball. Huh? Yes, I love you too. I love you too. Yeah, he doesn't care. He's laying on a pokey tool. Totally oblivious. Pliers, pokey tools, scissors, dies. He doesn't care. Okay, mommy needs to put stuff away, so you need to get down. Can you get down for me, please? Huh? I'll get you some treats. You want some treats? I'll put them over here. I know, such a weird place, but I'm going to put them over here, okay? Because I need to work on the desk, so I need you to come over here. Here we go. There you go. Oh, look at you. Just making messes everywhere you go. Yeah, fatty. That's what I use that for. It holds my tool right side up. All right, now I have 900,000 pieces of this that I need to put away in the package he's now sitting on. Yeah. I'll just pick his butt up and start pulling stuff over here. Okay, need this one too, Harry. Yeah, thanks. Okay, thank you. All right, can I get the other one? Here, look. They're over there. Move. Scooch your booch. Oh, thank you. Okay, got it. Got that. All right. Anything else over there that I should? No. Okay. All right. I'm going to put all of these in here. All of these in here. All right. So tomorrow we're going to cut out all the pieces that we want out of the correct papers because we need to, these need to get put away. Let me grab a magnet. Oi. I need to get more magnets. So these are different sets, but I'm going to put them together. I don't care. I'm easy that way. in heaven. He's my other. Yeah, he doesn't notice the heat when I have the candle on either. It's ridiculous. All right, I'm going to start breaking this one up. And then we'll pull these pieces off. I have to be careful. You know, I cut these dies up all the time and these pieces fly around. The other day, I plugged in my phone. I got up in the morning and it had no charge. And I was like, what the hell? Well, I use those magnet chargers, you know, so that I don't wear out the charge thing, because that's like the first thing that goes on your phone or your tablet is always, you know, the port where the charger goes. So I use those magnetic chargers. I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't use them, get them. It has saved my daughter literally thousands of dollars. 3 teenage kids. And can you imagine what her life was like when she had to constantly change, get new phones because the charging ports would die? And that stuff is not covered under warranty because that's considered standard wear and tear on the unit. And so they do not cover it under the warranty. So she had, about every 6 to 8 months, she had to replace 3 cell phones. Because you couldn't charge them anymore. So we went to the magnet chargers and has saved my ass. But I trimmed these little metal pieces off. And I plugged my phone in the other day and it had no charge, got no charge because there was one of these little pieces of metal was caught on the magnet. And when I plugged it in, it didn't get good contact. So I have to be careful about that. But if you can get these, get them. I will fully recommend them. You plug in one piece on your device. And here's the best part. If you have 8 devices and you have different plugs for each one of them, you put a different plug into the one that, you know, each one of them, and they come in different styles. This still fits all those styles. So Shaylee and Ashrin and Rylan all have the same base cable as I do. And as their mother does. And it's the one I have in the car. Oh, I don't need magnets for journals, honey. I was talking about these. I need more sheet magnets. I've got, I think, 1 left. But since they all, you know, the car is the same size and everything else, when they come over, if Buggy forgets his charger, it doesn't matter. He can plug into my cords because his plug piece is the same size. Holy crap, look at that. I got 4 different sets of these things on one magnet. Damn, I'm getting good. All right, we're going to put that in there. And then I'm just going to set this down because we're going to cut some of these tomorrow, but I wanted to get it, you know. Yeah, I got to get more of these sheet magnets that fit in these envelopes. The envelopes are 7 1/4. Yeah, the magnets are 5 by 7, so they fit in these envelopes. I have a buttload of these envelopes because somebody sent them to me. This one, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I'm just going to stick it up on the board for now because I don't see where it fits in here, you know? All right, so tomorrow we're going to be cutting these and cutting some of the smaller ones because I want to layer these dies. And we're going to be using some eyelets and some, you know, those little things. You know those things. What are they? The fasteners. Not the eyelets. The brads. Brads. Yeah. Normally I can't remember the word eyelet. Today I couldn't remember brads. Okay. And we have all of these. We gotta get those put away. Yeah, I have like it, seriously, if I'm in the store and I see something and it's a magnet sheet, I buy it. For a while, the Dollar Tree had white magnetized whiteboards for your locker. So they were just like sheets like this of magnet with white on the other side so you could whiteboard on it. And I just cut them down to the size I needed and I used them. Use what you can, you know what I mean? All right, so we're going to cut this tomorrow because we're going to be putting that in the thing. We're going to be working on it. So tomorrow we're going to have out the metal board. We're going to have out tweezers. We're going to have out the magnets. I'm going to have out my tiny little blue bottle kind of thing because we're going to be doing some fussy stuff. Pen, glue, tiny little dots of glue. We'll be doing that tomorrow because we're going to be piecing these pieces all together. All right, guys, that's going to do it for me. I am going to go. I got a potty. I got to do the potty thing. So I'm going to go do that. And I got some things I need to take care of. I have a couple of packages that need to get shipped. What else? I do have some videos that I've already finished editing that are ready to be uploaded. I finished this one and I finished this one. And today I'm going to be editing this one and this one. And I have a bunch of Mixed Media Mondays mini morsels that need to get posted. So I'm going to get all that stuff taken care of. Also, I'm going to be posting in the group today for the vote for the next journal. I have three entries for the pick a journal. Send me a card with an idea on it, what you would like to have as a journal. Send it to me. I will pick one, and we will make your journal for you, and I will send it to you when I'm all said and done. Number 6, challenge number 6, because I forgot to do it on Sunday. I apologize. Bad L's. It is a pill bottle and fiber. Your base is a pill bottle and then some fiber. So I don't care if it's this kind of a pill bottle or this kind of a pill bottle. Hi, Christine. So that is our challenge number 6 for the Projects of 26 challenge. Kind of different. I can't wait to see what y'all come up with. You can wait 2 seconds until I'm done. This Monday's video is the dried alcohol ink markers, making the sprays out of them. So we got that one coming up. There was a Tim Holtz Ranger dupe on Wednesday. Tonight we're going to be doing a craft with me. Get your paints out, ladies. We're going to get all of our paint out. We're going to go through our paint. Okay, because I should have done it at the beginning of the year. I usually do, and I forgot. So we're going to do it tonight. I'm going to get the big paint rack down, and we're going to go through all of that. Get yours out as well, because you don't realize it, but paint gets old. It actually gets mold, and you don't want that. So, so we're going to go through all our paints tonight. Yeah, we're just going to sit here, shoot the crap, and go through our paint bottles. Okay, what else? Also, Saturday, we're going to be doing the quarterly project for, everybody's got it now, so we're going to be doing the quarterly project for the Pokey Tool. And that's it. I got nothing else. I don't know what I'm going to do for Friday Night Nuts. I do have it set up through StreamYard, so we're going to see if we can get Michelle's computer stuff working and get her on with me. Maybe Rose. Me, Michelle, and Rose. Oh, my God. All right, guys. Your white got gloopy. Yeah, it happens. So we're going to go through all of our paints tonight, and we're going to, see what's salvageable and what needs to be replaced, because the worst thing in the world is when you're working on a project and you reach for something and it's the perfect color and you want it and you open it and you go, what does that smell? because it's developed mold or it's separated beyond repair. And I'm going to show you some of the things that you can do to actually bring paint back. If it's not moldy, it's just separated and stuff. I'm going to show you all that kind of stuff. So we'll do that tonight, okay? Like for your gloopy white. All right. That's it, guys. That's all I have. I got to let him out the door before he, blows a head gasket. So if you're new here and you haven't done so already, go ahead and hit the button for me and subscribe. Eventually, I'm going to make you upset. I'm going to tick you off. I'm going to offend you in some way. Be here for it. You want to be here for it. Also, if you would like a copy of my schedule, you can get that on the community channel, the community page here, or down on the Facebook. So here's the deal. I have built for you a fantastic little creepy stalker starter kit. It's down at the bottom. All you have to do is go down where it says more in the description. Click on it. There it is. Your creepy stalker starter kit. Gives you my email address, my schedule, everything. It's all down there. Go down there and look. Get yourself some free digitals while you're at it. I mean, if you're going to stalk me, at least enjoy it, right? That's it, guys. Until I see you again. Whatever Mother Nature's doing to you right now, I'm sorry. Pour out her beer. She's drunk. Stay hydrated. I don't care what the temperatures are. Stay hydrated. Cold or hot, you still need to be hydrated, okay? And number 3, stay well, because I look forward to seeing each and every one of you every single day. Until then, love you guys. Bye-bye.